What's up, guys? HOTSHOTFRONTIER back at it again with another video, and in this video, guys, we're gonna be talking about cards that you should buy before it's too late. So our first card here, we have Deck Lockdown, a card that you honestly shouldn't be surprised that it is getting targeted and slowly going up in price. Now, it has 3 copies, and personally, I would go for the ultra rare. It's still a actually, it's been a while since Dual Overload, to be honest, but it is the highest rarity copy at $3. Not bad, $9 to pick up a playset for a card that is Draw Lock Bird just in a continuous spell effect. So it is an amazing card, and honestly, I would really highly consider that you pick it up now rather than later. Going on to our next pick, guys, we do have this card right here. It is a field spell called Extranet. So if you guys don't know what this card is, it's a card that states if a monster is special summoned from the extra deck, the opponent of the player that conducted the special summon can apply this effect. Draw 1 card. So it's like a max C in the form of a field spell, which is kind of interesting when you think about it. And if you kind of look down here, it is still relatively cheap for about $1 each. That's not bad for a card that does not have any reprints and is from Secrets of Eternity. So that tells you a lot. Okay, I would honestly pick up 3 copies because, hey, it's $3 and we may go to a format where it might be this format where people are all going to be playing this. So you don't want to miss out on the hype. I would just grab it way before. I just randomly found this card, and honestly, it is a good pick to have. Now, guys, before we get to the next one, I have to show you Game Nerds. Now, I have an affiliate code for them, but I want to explain why, right? So they are an online resale store for card games. You have board games, you have just miniatures, role-playing supplies, you have a lot of stuff here. And honestly, any TCG that you are interested in, they might have it here. And personally too, the reason why I would also highly consider them is because they also have a reward system. So if you check here, the amount of stuff that you buy equals points, and as you build up your points, you can go ahead and turn it in for something, right? Because for $5 of store credit, 350 points, 800 points get you $15. I mean, come on, guys. We spend a lot of money on our cardboard, right? Or just our hobbies in general. When do we get rewarded for that? Not as many times, right? So I would highly consider going ahead and clicking on the affiliate link, make an account, and go ahead and buy something, because personally, and they also have a lot of stuff for sale too. So again, look at the website, see what you like, and make a purchase. Because honestly, anything, guys, that you do, it helps me out. I appreciate it, but I also appreciate you guys just for listening. Let's go to our next card here, and that is Omega. This is another card that is slowly coming back into our format in terms of being relevant again, right? Because now a lot of people, what they're doing is they're summoning Omega for the 1 rip, and then you use, of course, the Pater to go ahead and bring it back for another rip. And there are probably combos go further that will actually get you a 3rd rip. Who knows, right? But it's a card that is still relatively cheap. You can still just pick up a rare or a ultra rare copy, and you'll be fine. If you want to go, you want to ball out, $6 will get you a secret rare, which is nice too, or a older secret rare from High Speed Riders. So I would just grab a copy in general, just so you're good. You just need the 1. If it goes back to 2 on the next ban list, I don't know what's going on anymore. But just grab your 1 copy, all right? Going on to our next one here, we have Crossout Designator. I usually put this on every, buy cards before it's too late, because it's becoming more relevant. It's like, is Max C coming back soon? But you honestly should have your copy. It doesn't matter. I mean, to be honest with you, the difference is like $2-3. Just go for the Prismatic Secret Rare. But if you don't care, just grab whatever. As long as you have 3 copies and you're good this format, okay? Going on to our next one, we have number 90. Now, there's no specific reason other than the fact that this recently got reprinted, and we probably won't see another reprint for a long time. So at $10, that's not bad. That's a really good price point for this, just to have the card, because you don't know later on you might want to run a strategy that can turbo out rank 8s, and you can just have this card. It's a really good negate, monster negate. So definitely go ahead and consider that. And over here we do have the destructive Daruma Karma Cannon. We said it correctly. Let's go. Okay, so this card is an insane trap card in terms of what it does against your opponent, and it only has 2 copies. For the Prismatic Secret Rare from the 25th Anniversary tin, that's pretty recent. It's not bad. I would get them sooner rather than later, just so you have the copies. it's a really destructive trap card. So I think you can see a lot more use in decks like Labyrinth, Trap Tricks, and other trap-based strategies. Going on to our next one, we have, of course, Underworld Goddess of the Closed World. Another card that only has 2 copies, and I mean, the 2022 Tin of the Pharaoh's Gods was not as recent, so I believe this card will go up in price. And it is an amazing card if you want to break your opponent's board. You want to take an important monster while combining with your own, and you summon this goddess, a literal goddess. Definitely just have 1 copy in your arsenal. Next up, we have Super Poly, and Super Poly is getting more prevalent because of how the format is changing. We are no longer relying on cards like Orland Savage Dragon and Barone, and it's becoming a lot more easier too to, of course, break your opponent's board. So this is an excellent board breaker to have, and all the copies are going up. And it's funny too because Super Polymerization has always had the history of every time it's needed, all copies go up. Even though we've gotten more copies for this, they're still all going up. So it just tells you how important this card is in our format. Next up here is the Relinquished Anima, and this card has been seeing more play and going up in price because Linkuriboh is banned, and this is the alternative. It's not the best alternative, but it is the alternative. So if you think you're going to use a deck that has this, get it. If not, don't even worry about it, but see what you need and just focus on that with this video. Our next one here is Heat Wave, and I say that because Heat Wave is a card that is insanely expensive and mostly being targeted out to be used against a deck like Tenpai. So pretty much just stopping your opponent from doing anything, right? In terms of normal or special summoning monster. It's insane, and it only has 3 copies. Now here's my theory. If you guys can find the Speed Duel decks Ultimate Predators, the Weevil version, right? If you can get like 3 copies of that really cheap, then you're good. Because I saw someone on Instagram do it, and really smart, to be honest with you. It's kind of hard to say, you know, get it now or wait, because if you wait, I don't think they're going to reprint it. But if you can try to get this a little cheaper from a friend or something like that, then go ahead and do that. Just kind of decide if you want to get it or just not at this point, right? Going on to our next one, we have a Summon Breaker. This card is pretty insane too. So during main phase 1, if the turn player successfully conducts their 3rd summon of a monster this turn, it becomes the end phase. So on one hand, right, it's a really good card, and it's pretty cheap to get, honestly. On the other hand, though, if your opponent is focusing on playing like spell and trap removal in the main deck, it's not as good. Plus, they kind of are aware that you play it. They're like, okay, let me not get there, or can I somehow avoid this, right? And trap-based decks don't care too much about that. They'll just kind of set 5 and that's it, right? So it's cheap enough to invest in and just have, just in case. But also, it's okay not to get it if you think you're definitely not going to use it, right? At the end of the day. Going on to one of the last ones we have here, Infernal Flame Banshee. Now, of course, you guys know this is an enabler for you to get to Protos and eventually a THUNDERDRAGON Colossus. So if you don't have your copy, definitely consider grabbing it if you're going to be adding that type of strategy or engine into your deck, right? And that goes along with the Nemesis Corridor, and you have the flag. So the flag has gone down from like 5 to 3. It's great to have at 3, honestly, and mixed with the Corridor, which was 10. So I would actually buy it at 5. It's the perfect price to kind of pick that up. And finally, again, Protos here hasn't been cheap recently, right? But it's been the cheapest now. So like $27 is not bad. Even 32 is way better than it was like 50, 55, 60, even crazier prices before. Personally, it's worth to pick up the 1 copy. Again, if you're going to be using it for your strategy. But guys, let me know down below if I picked the correct cards for this buy cards before it's too late video. And of course, if I missed any cards that you guys have seen in the market, let me know down below. But guys, that's it for the rest of the video. If you guys liked the video, make sure to give it a huge like, comment down below your thoughts and card suggestions, of course. And if you guys are not subscribed to the channel, what are you doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you're updated the moment I upload new videos. But guys, that's it for me. Hope you have a great rest of your day or night, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.